Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 1st to the 15th, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration, and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. And looking into the scrying bowl right now, I am seeing clouds parting, so something is being revealed, something that was once hidden, but it's like the light was being revealed. So there is some sort of illumination, some sort of revelation that is coming our way. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Star, which is temperate, which is Aquarius energy. And we have the Two of Wands coming forward. So there's something that's coming into balance, because I saw the Star and then Spirit said Temperance, so that's balance. So here what we wish for is coming into balance during this time, and that's going to be very important to us. There's a sense of what I have been wishing for, what I really desire is coming into balance for me. And as this transpires, as this comes into our reality, we're going to see that we're rising out of darkness, and that's like the clouds parting, right, revealing that beautiful sun. There is a real sense here of the darkness before the dawn. There's a real sense of, this is everything that I've learned, this is everything that I want, this is everything that I need coming forward into the now, meaning that we've prepared for this. But this can also be for some of us, and this is a small percentage, it's like we feel overwhelmed and we need to take a time out. We feel like it has all been more than we have wanted to handle, to carry, and we need to step back because we need time to heal, and we need time to see how everything we have been through is going to align with everywhere, or the places that we want to go, as we're developing, as we're stepping into our own, and as we're seeing what it is that we want. With the Page of Wands, now this is young fire sign energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is also very much a sense of stepping out of our comfort zone, of learning, of developing. This is a great time for learning. This is a great time for exploration. But this is also a really intense time for us. Now, there could be a young fire sign energy around us who are nurturing, who we absolutely adore, or this can be a person who we just always describe as so spunky, like they just have such energy to them. It's making me laugh that they're just so full of life and they just light up a room. And so here there's going to be this brilliance that shines. This person is kind of like our sun. This person is just the center of our universe at times when they step into it. And so here there's this brilliance that comes forward, and this doesn't have to be necessarily a person, though I am seeing it as such. This could also be some sort of creative endeavor, that when we step into this realm of being, this consciousness within ourselves, it feels like we're stepping into a whole new world. So that's really quite beautiful. And then we have the Two of Wands. The world is opening up to us. We're looking at things so much more openly, so much more honestly, with such real determination within ourselves. There is a sense of beauty coming in as we are embracing our passion, as we're embracing what we want. And it's looking at things in such a different way. So that's going to be really quite freeing for us. Now let's look at the energy we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, this one right here. Okay, so this is the Three of Wands. So as much as the world is opening to us, Cancer, we want to be very mindful, especially of somebody who's promising us just a little bit too much. Or there is also this sense of things will open, but we don't want to move too quickly. It's kind of like, look at it, because there's something that's going to come forward, and it's almost like, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly what I've been working towards, but we need to read the fine print. We need to look at things. We also need to give it time. I would say give it in the realms of the three, so 3, 6, 9, that energy of being able to give it time to grow, give it time to mature. So there could be a sense of, I want to leave my job, or I want to take this offer. Give it 3 days, see what happens, or give it 3 days or 3 weeks. And I know that's a severe difference, but what Spirit is saying here is that you want to see how things are progressing for you. So you don't want to move too quickly, though there is an energy around us that is saying, move quickly, move quickly, move quickly. Spirit's like, no, step back just a little bit and then see how we want to move forward. Then see what's right for us. Then we have our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. And this is grounding. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. This is nourishing ourselves. This is being rooted. This is being stabilized. And this is a real sense of being secure within who we are. So that's going to be a very big deal for us during this time. And then we have just to feel grounded, just to feel like we're nourishing ourselves, just to feel like we're taking care of ourselves. Because Cancer, there is such an energy here. It's like, I can push and I can push and I can get to where I want to be. But how well will I feel after I've pushed so much? So there's a real sense of becoming more secure within ourselves. Let's look at our Goddess Oracle cards, which are our angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. So here we have the free spirit. And this says, you can only change yourself. Now is the time to unleash your free spirit, not try to blend in and be the same as everyone else. And that's going to be so important to us because right now we're taking in everything that we've learned. We're taking everything that we want and we're really looking towards what it is, like our guiding light, what it is that we desire, where it is that we want to be. And it's opening up a greater door for us. But there's also a sense here of, I'm uncertain of how I can walk forward. I'm uncertain of how I can, embrace my space and, move forward in the space that I am, in the person that I am. So there's a conflict that's coming forward here. Let's go deeper within the tarot. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. So we have the Seven of Swords, the Hermit, Virgo energy, and the King of Earth, amplifying that Virgo energy coming through very profoundly here. So there is a sense of, I need to turn inward to see the keys that are right for me. So the keys right up here are coming through, right up top right here, are coming through very profoundly through this card. And in this time, when we're turning inward, there is a sense of, I have the key to unlock it. I have the key to unlock it. But is it time? We're talking a lot here. Spirit is talking a lot here about the timing of things. So we see the clouds parting, and we saw that in the scrying bowl. And with the clouds parting and the light shining through, there's an illumination that comes forward. But is it time? So what we're going to be looking at during this time is we're going to want things to be moving forward a lot more quickly, but we can't control the winds, right? We can't control the way the clouds move. And that's going to be very important for us to really take in, because there is a sense here of turning inward, of seeing what it is that we desire, seeing what it is that we want, and then unlocking the door, and within that self-reflection, finding the key. But there's also a need of quiet, because there is the sense of somebody around us wants us to rush, somebody around us wants to make a quick decision for us, and wants us to push forward in a way that we're not comfortable with. And Spirit is saying here, take your time. Don't take too long, give yourself a time limit of maybe three weeks, right? And that's as long as we can take to make this decision. But once it is done, we're going to find that we've turned inward enough. We're going to find that we've had revelations that set us on a different trajectory than we thought we would be walking down, a different path than we thought we would be a part of. The Seven of Swords is a sense of feeling betrayed. And as we have felt betrayed, we've also gathered up our knowledge, gathered up what's important to us, and have been able to move on from there. But we need to acknowledge where we have felt as if either we failed ourselves or somebody has failed us. Because there is this strong energy of, but I can't because, and we've leaned on somebody else. And this is a time where we might be very disappointed in the way that person has come through for us, or the way that things have progressed. And we're going to get mad in two ways. One is at ourselves for leaning on this person, and the other is at this person for not being able to show up for us. But here, we need to know that this betrayal has helped us to move forward. This hurt, this pain, this is part of the lessons that we have learned, that we're going to see ourselves rising more into our own power, rising more into what we want. And then the King of Earth is this fantastic energy of grounding, going back to our chakra energy right here of grounding ourselves, this Earth Star chakra, but also the sense of a very strong, very powerful, very kind of pragmatic person coming forward. And it's like, okay, yeah, you leaned on the wrong person, but here, there is an energy that's coming forward that is so stabilizing, that is so secure, that we might be afraid to lean on this person because we've been hurt in the past. And this energy here with the Hermit and the Seven of Air, for some of us, not for all of us, for some of us, we're going through it right now. But for more of us, okay, we have already gone through this. We've lent on the wrong person. We've, wanted something that this person just couldn't provide. And we can kind of feel like they were supposed to. But since they weren't able to do it, it's neither here nor there. But now we have this really strong energy coming forward, and it's a very masculine, quote unquote, energy. And we're going to see ourselves being able to nurture what it is that we really want, but we're also going to be looking at somebody who has really clear vision, really clear ideas, really clear focus. It brings us then to go deeper into the tarot. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. And we have the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles coming through, again, that beautiful energy around us, the Emperor. Oh gosh, we have a lot here. Okay, so can you see all of those? I hope so. We'll move them down a bit. But we have a lot coming out to show. To show as we're moving forward, as we're going after what it is that we want. There is a real sense of a commitment showing up. And it's almost like, okay, so we're going to want to rush things. Why? Because we're tired of being hurt. We are also kind of exhausted. We've faced battles that we had thought we were done with, and we feel drained, we feel overwhelmed. We're also thinking something over and over and over again, and there's all these what ifs around us, and it's like, what if this and what if that, and it becomes very emotional. So we have to be very aware of this, that we're going to fight battles that we've already fought before, or we've been through in one way or another throughout our lives. And there's a sense here of, I'm so exhausted, like, why is this happening? But what it is there's a stagnation of energy around us. There's also vampiric energy that's draining us, energy that is holding us back. So here, when we acknowledge it, there's a sense of, I acknowledge and I'm able to let go. We can also find, not to be totally gross here, but we can also find constipation around this, or just like an upset stomach from just holding on to things. So being aware of that is going to be very important during this time, because the more we hold on, the less the energy flows through us, the more we feel stuck and just like heavy. I just feel this draining, heavy energy within us. So acknowledging that and being able to say, okay, listen, I need to let some things go, or I'm not going to be able to, control everything that's happening, and that's okay. Because I know that I am strong, because I know that I will weather almost any storm that comes my way. And that's going to be a game changer for us. It leads us to this place where we're able to see what it is that we want. And it's that strong, that King of Pentacles energy is just coming through again so fantastically. And it's linked now with the Emperor. And I see these two coming forward hand in hand. This is like somebody that you meet and you would think, if you're looking for somebody who would be like a great father figure, this is somebody like that, a great mentor, a great person who's grounding. They might be a little rough around the edges, kind of plain speaking, but they really help you to see the bigger picture of where you want to be. And it's very much like, wow, I wish I had this grounding, beautiful energy before. And so there's a power here. There's a power that's coming forward here. And there's a sense of, I need to stand up in my voice, and I need to stand up for me, because if I don't, I will never. So there's a real sense of gaining, a surety within ourselves. And that's what leads us towards our passion, towards what we desire, towards moving forward in a way that's really, really life-changing for us. It opens up a door. There's also an energy here around somebody. Now, okay, for some of us, again, we're going to come in contact with this energy now. For more of us, because this energy here is greater, it's going to be, this was an energy of a past. This was somebody who is a really good talker. I mean, they're a really good talker. They're a really bad doer. So just being aware of that, just being aware of this energy of this person that we put our trust in. And that's why we're going to have a hard time with the King of Pentacles Emperor energy, because it's like, okay, can I really trust you? Because I've been burnt before. For those of us where we're meeting this person, again, really good talker. They say all the right things at exactly the right time. Yeah, but that song, I don't remember who sings it, but they say all the right things at exactly the right time, but they mean nothing to you and you don't know why. There's an energy here of we're just not connecting, or we'll be really pulled in by their words, but there's something physical about them that is going to be okay, let me wait on that. There's also going to be a physical sign. I don't know if there's a way that a mannerism that they have that reminds us of somebody else, or what's going on here. So just being aware of this is going to be important. And then also there's a sense of they don't follow through. They say a lot of things and a lot of promises are made. They just don't follow through. So that's going to be something where, kind of give them a little test. It's like, okay, well, do this or do that, or, can you finish this? And they're not going to be able to do it. The thing is that everything starts moving really, really fast. Once we clear away blockages, once we, stand in our power, once we embrace, what we want, everything starts moving really fast. And it brings us to a place of being able to celebrate what it is that we're building and how it is that we're entering into a new cycle of financial security, or a cycle of feeling more stabilized within ourselves, more prosperous within ourselves. The Nine of Pentacles is saying, honor where you are right now. Watch your money. Okay, there's something here where the money goes out faster than it comes in at times. Just be aware of this, because there's going to be a sense of, am I going where I want to go? Am I embracing what I want? And so saving and really being mindful of our money is going to be important. The Ten of Pentacles is prosperity that lasts for generations, but it's also being able to share wealth, to share bounty, and being able to really feel secure in where we are. So there's something that's coming forward. It's either money or what we value as much as money, where we're able to celebrate it. And we have to be in that moment, and also just be mindful, a little frugal, a little bit very aware of where we are right now, and not letting other people take advantage of us. It moves us then to go deeper into our tarot energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles coming through again. I mean, such a strong force. The Three of Swords, that makes sense. The Nine of Pentacles coming through again. And finally, the Knight of Pentacles. So there is a sense here. We're torn in two ways that we want to move forward. One is slow and steady wins the race. We're going to tell ourselves that. And the other is instantaneous. It's kind of like you think it and do it. And that's also going to be an energy that we have to really acknowledge during this time. We're going to want to think it and do it. And then we're also going to want to slowly and steadily build something that is structured, that is secure, that is prosperous, that is bountiful. So being aware here is going to be important for us. There's also a sense of our ideas coming much more quickly than how we're able to execute them. So there can be a frustration going on here where it's like, I want this to happen sooner. I want this to happen sooner. But Spirit is saying, no. Slowly and steadily build it, because that's going to be important. We're also going to find at work for some of us, and it can be at home too, but I'm seeing it more at work, where there's somebody who comes up with the ideas, and a person who's building things or a person who's executing it isn't working as quickly as they would like. We're going to want to be the intermediary between these two. Don't get involved. It's their thing to lash out. So kind of step back, see where it takes them. There's a heartbreak that needs to be acknowledged, and it's something that holds us back. It's something that's making us deny that we are worthy of wealth and prosperity and bounty. There is a sense here of, can I move forward in what I want? So there's a real question mark that comes forward because of this. And it's heartbreak that we've not acknowledged. It's like, oh no, this was no big deal, but it was a big deal. Even if we don't think it was a big deal, if we meditated upon it, if we thought about it while out in the garden or, just going for a walk, we would actually find that it affected us more, and we've held on to it longer than we need to. And this is a sense of, I need to release it, not for anybody else, but I need to release it for me. I need to release it so that I can be empowered. We have this mentoring energy, this connective energy. I do see for some of us, this is very interesting. For some of us, we're going to meet this person, and like our first idea of meeting this person is going to be like, they'll be a great father or they'll be a great mother. And they're just very strong. They're very independent. They're very powerful people. That's why they're coming through as the King of Pentacles. But there's this sense of like, the first thing we think of them is what a great parent they would make. Or we see them with their kids that they already have, or with our kids, or nieces and nephews or somebody. And we think, wow, that's extraordinary. So just keep that in the back of your mind. There's somebody, and again, this might resonate for only a few, but we're just going to think that, and we're going to want to get to know them because of this. But there's also a sense here of somebody who's very nurturing, who's very supportive, who helps things grow, helps see the way things are connected. And it brings us to this place of us being able to really celebrate our hard work, our dedication, our determination, our focus, what has led us forward. And that becomes a game changer for us. It leads us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And that's the Ten of Pentacles. This is somebody promising something that's too good to be true. This is also a sense of maybe expecting an inheritance, there we go, or expecting something to come in and we're not getting what we were promised. So just be mindful of this. There's a sense of somebody using the way that we've seen the future against us. So being aware of that is going to be very important. Then we have truth. This is the throat chakra. Speak your truth. Even if people are uncomfortable with it, or, not if it's mean and horrible, right? But speak our truth so that even if people don't agree, they know, wow, that person is a straight shooter. Like, that person says what they mean and means what they said. And that's a rare and beautiful thing. And we're going to find that it's a very empowering thing for us. It moves us then to initiate. And it says, acknowledge what you do not know and learn with a beginner's mind, so you can become accepted as an authority one day. And there's a pause here. There's almost a sense of, but I thought I was an authority, but I thought I had more behind me than I actually do. So being slower to really step into that authority role, that's going to be something that's important for us. That's going to be something that's, initiates a powerful new beginning, because there's something that we're stepping into here. There's some power that's leading us, and we're going to be leading and learning by this King of Pentacles figure, by this person who is determined and insightful and wise. And we're going to be really guided forward by this. And it's going to be a big deal. It really is. Our subconscious tarot message begins with the Three of Swords. Again, we have the Three of Swords come forward. I love that repeat. There is a sense here of acknowledging heartbreak and pain and disappointment. A sense of, can I move forward this way? Or am I allowed to embrace what I love? Or do I, really know what it is that I want? And there's just a sense here of acknowledging the pain that has been within our hearts, because we haven't been acknowledging it. We almost think that if we just ignore it, it'll go away. And that's not necessarily going to be the case at all. Then we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is coming in again, or the Five of Pentacles here, I do apologize. The Five of Pentacles comes in, and this is a sense of feeling out in the cold. This is a sense of, feeling like I walk alone. And there's somebody here. Oh, wow, that's so beautiful. Okay, Cancer. Oh, that just shooks me up. There's somebody here who walks with you. There's somebody who's like, you're not alone. Now, we can be so used to this person being in our lives that we don't even think this as somebody who's walking with us. This can also be a beloved animal, a beloved pet that's walking with us. But there's a real sense here of, you are not walking alone. You are not out in the cold. It is time to let the wealth, to let the prosperity come in, because there's such a sense around this card of I can't be prosperous. I can't be successful. Everything has fallen apart so many times before, and it's just going to fall apart again. And Spirit's saying, no, it's absolutely not. We might have setbacks, we might have doubts and fears come, but there is such power, such force leading us forward. Then we have justice, and that there's a sense of justice coming in. There's a sense of things becoming balanced and cutting through a lot of the nonsense, the hurt, the pain that has defined us for so long. There's also being discerning about the energy that we're letting in, but there's also a sense of justice being blind, right? So we're using the other senses. We're using our deeper knowledge to come forward. Now here, she sees, she's not blindfolded. So there is a sense of seeing clearly, but also relying on our senses, relying on who it is that we are and what it is that we want. It then moves us to our final tarot message, which is the Two of Wands, which we started with right up here. So we have the sense of doors opening. We have the sense of new beginnings coming. We're empowered. We're emboldened. We're seeing things in a very different way. We're seeing things in a very new way for ourselves. And it's almost like I was only looking inward before. I was only looking, and that's where the Hermit comes into play. It's like we look inward, and that's important. But now that we're learning to look outside of ourselves, or to say that I'm worth more than what I have expected, now the door is opening. And now we're going to be stepping through that door more, or acknowledging the outside world more, and acknowledging the power that energy brings us. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let us end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer.